My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, sitting along with my fill-in co-host, Paparazzi. Good afternoon to you, Poppy.
How's it going?
Another day, another dollar, but very excited. As you know, over here at VIP Sports, I've been kicking ass and taking names.
As always.
Well, from the outside looking in, when you walked in those doors this morning, did it sound like you were in a library or at a motherfucking dog pound?
I mean, this room was as live as could possibly be.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Shout out to all my guys out there doing whatever it takes to get the job done. Remember, guys, if you're in this industry, you want to be like me, you're going to need to do a little bit more than get an Instagram and a Facebook page. My salesmen are the heart and soul of VIP Sports. Those 20 guys out there work their ass off to do whatever it takes to take over sports bettors that have been battered and abused and lied to, and they convince them that there's a better way and a way to make money. However, I could have all the winning games in the world without my salesmen taking these battered people, getting them to give us 1% of their trust. I would never have the chance to give my winners out. You know what I mean?
Very true.
So shout out to my guys out there. You're kicking ass. All keep winning. And last time I checked, that's the formula for success, Poppy.
I think so. The specials you've been running all week, man. The phones, the salesmen, it's been crazy in here.
Well, I ran a 2-0, 2 for Tuesday. Both games, 2 blowout winners.
Yes.
Then because I felt so good that a couple people missed out, I came back yesterday and gave out the absolute blowout personal play.
You did?
Blowout winner, guys. Last time I checked, Minnesota Twins was a blowout. Not only a blowout, only minus $1.10 too, Poppy.
Correct.
You got to find that good money. Want to correct myself on my video. I said I had Minnesota and Boston. Boston was minus 205 that day. Anyone could give out a 205. We had Boston run line, just to clarify.
That's right.
Minus $1.20 winner. We don't play minus $1.50. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. A little bit rainy out here in Vegas. For guys like myself, born and raised, we consider these days holidays. It's hot as fish grease out here. You know, the rain, the this, that, and the other. Something that we embrace out here in Las Vegas because there's plenty of El Scorcho days. You know what I mean?
It is. It's hot out there. It's raining, but we'll take it whether we get the other 350 days a year.
Exactly. I mean, come June, July, you know, the only thing hotter than the Vegas pavement is my games. You know what I mean, Poppy?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, got a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we're coming live and direct from my office here at VIP Sports, from our state-of-the-art studio, sponsored by our boys over there at MyBookie. May 9th, 2019, podcast number 216.
Amazing.
My God. When we were fucking around, starting off the podcast, playing around, had no idea it would turn into something so special. Shout out to Jackson Wynn and my boy Todd Kreitz, producers of Money Talks. They're the ones that made me do the podcast. They're like, dude, we go through all this stress on TV. Do a podcast, get some sponsors, show these motherfuckers who you are, and make more money than you did when you were on the TV show, which is very true, guys. I appreciate it. And more importantly, my first excited announcement of the day, I'm very, very pleased to bring you guys this exciting news. I'd like to announce my new long-term partnership with MyBookie.ag. You've heard us talk about MyBookie over the past few months on this show, and they are really changing the game in the offshore sportsbook industry right now. We look forward to this new collaboration and directing our fans and clients over to their A-rated platform to check things out. We will be talking about some of the great promotions they are offering to get players throughout the year. And if you know one thing about MyBookie, they've got a line on just about everything, from death matches to the next episode of the fucking Game of Thrones.
Unreal.
There's this one place that has a lot of prop bets. Fuck, they might even bet you if your partner's cock is bigger than yours or not. You'd have to go check and see the line. You know what I mean? But this is a place that takes absolutely everything. Which NBA team is going to the finals, what NBA team is going to get the #1 pick, to who's going to be the next president of the United States. It's an exciting day for all of us at the VIP Sports Network. And if you don't have a place to bet, stay tuned, because later in this episode, we'll give you some details on signing up for a new account and getting great bonus incentives.
And one thing, you never have to worry about your money with MyBookie, because your money's very safe there and they pay, and that's the most important part.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like I said, guys, for all you people out there that, want to follow in my footsteps, you guys want to get a podcast going, you want to get some sponsors, work your ass off, dreams come true. Like I said, Darrell, stay focused. You'll get more than 50 views on YouTube. You'll get more than 50 views on Instagram. You just can't try to act like me. My advice to you guys is be yourself, not welcome back later. You can't be like, I'm a boss. Mine flows natural. You got to be yourself. But want to give you guys excitement and hope to let you know it can happen. I signed a multi-six-figure deal for 1 year with mybookie.ag. Like I said, and they don't give a fuck. They already know that I shut people down. For all you guys out there, well, isn't it a little weird that he's the best sports consultant in the world and he promotes and has a sponsor of a offshore sportsbook? Should I answer that for him?
I think you should.
Real fucking simple. The VIP Sports Podcast and VIP Sports, two different entities.
Correct.
I do a podcast to create sponsors and educate sports bettors on how to make money. This is a spin-off show of my show Money Talks on CNBC. With all the legalization of sports betting going on, we've been supporting the legalization of sports betting when it was only legal in Nevada.
Correct.
Go back 100 podcasts. We've been here from day one. We support it, embrace it. So it's our job to teach amateur, novice, and expert wannabe sports bettors on how not to understand the language, but the lingo, and more importantly, how to make money doing it.
Right.
This podcast is all about the legalization of sports betting and who to bet and who to stay away from. Plain and fucking simple. MyBookie knows that we break them. They got enough money to take any of our clients' action, knowing that they're on my games. Let them do their fucking thing.
Correct.
They can afford to give me a six-figure deal and still take millions of dollars in losses. God fucking bless them. But answer my question for you guys naysayers. The reason why people want to sponsor my show is, remember, out of all my fucking listeners, only 30% of those people will call me looking for my advice.
Right.
The other people are 60% are people that think they're me, my biggest fans, which are haters that want to do what I do. And then you have another percentage of people out there. Remember, there's only a certain amount of percentage of people that need a sports consultant, but 100 out of 100 people need a place to bet.
Right.
That's why they advertise with us. We reach a lot of real sports bettors out there. And if I was them, I'd do the same thing. Congratulations on our new partnership. You guys are the only bookie that I'm going to accept. I'm not accepting any more sports books as far as that's concerned. Be looking for my next major announcement with who the sponsor is of the sports book reviews.
Yes.
There's been a reason why we haven't popped a couple more out. We're in negotiation for a major sponsorship on the sports book reviews. Look forward to them soon. My most exciting announcement is I'm very excited to announce the launch of Absolute Blowout Winner merchandise line. You can go to my website. You can go to Instagram, Facebook, get on the link. Yes, you heard me. The store is open, ladies and gentlemen. Come in and spin that fucking paper and walk around like the blowout winner that you fucking are. The ABW brand is going to be fucking huge. I got pro athletes about to wear it. Just stay tuned to our channel for some very special things. But be one of the first people to get involved in that ABW brand. You got winners and losers. Which one are you, Poppy?
I think I'm a winner, and I know that I've been walking around rocking some of the shirts. People have been going crazy, asking me, hey, where do you get that? I've been pointing them over to the website because it's now up, and you can get the stuff. So check it out, guys.
Every podcast, I'll be wearing a different shirt. I wore the sweatshirt last week. However, it's a little cold in the office, but I still got to bust out the black with the white, the black with the gray, the white with the blue. I think I already wore the white one.
You did.
So what is that? That only leaves...
You wore the green and black.
Oh, that leaves the one with my face on it that we did on the Sportsbook review.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, I'm very, very excited about these designs. I handpicked and collaborated on all of them, and I'm really pumped up with how they turned out. We've got 4 different T-shirts and a hoodie right now, and we plan to have more items added to the store. I mean, we got to eventually bring my Master Closer Kush as something of the ABW brand, don't
Correct.
we?
Yes,
It's
definitely.
my fucking weed. It's stamped ABW, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a lot of new items coming soon. Is there an item that you think ABW should be branded on? Let me fucking know. You definitely know what an absolute blowout winner is, and now's your chance to rep our gear in your hometown. Go to absoluteblowoutwinner.com today and get the apparel that not only will up your swagger, but it will envy the swagger of other people around you. Everybody will want one of these T-shirts. And remember, everybody wants to hang around motivated people. You keep this absolute blowout winner shirt on, you'll have nothing but positivity come your way. Like I said, not to mention that sportsbook will be a little envy of us. They might not even allow you in the goddamn book if you're wearing my brand. But whether you're at the game or wherever you're at, make sure you cop one of those absolute blowout winner T-shirts. You deserve it, and so do your friends and family. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Advertising opportunity, Poppy. These people want to be part of our show. They want to advertise. What do they got to do?
Well, if you're watching or listening to the podcast and you own a small business or work at a company interested in getting involved with the booming sports industry, send us an email to advertising@vipsportslasvegas.com. We'll get back to you with all the details on how to become a sponsor of our show.
Without any shadow of a doubt. I don't care what kind of corporation you are. This is a billion/trillion-dollar industry. Make sure if you guys want to get in with me, you get in now because I'm starting to tighten down and charge a lot of fucking money.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
are.
And my business is doing nothing but getting bigger. So it's not going to go backwards, guys. Sports betting is not a fucking fad like a haircut or a fucking T-shirt. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So make sure you guys come get a part of it. And for you guys that are just getting into sports betting, make sure you give me a call, 877-220-6540. VIP Sports Consulting is for you guys. My job, remember, I'm not a bookie, I'm a bookie killer. My job is the one to tell you who to bet. And that's what we're going to do. I'm no different than a stockbroker.
Correct.
Selling information, I'm selling tips. My grade for your payday. I work with players, coaches, and CEOs and show you guys who to bet on and make the most amount of money, period.
And make sure you go to our YouTube channel and our social media platforms because he has things like Betting 101 on there, which he'll define betting terms, teach you some lingo. For you guys who don't know it and want to get into this, it's very educational, make you a better sports bettor, and that's what he's trying to do.
Today's show, we're going to preview sports betting news, as always. We're going to do a little golf betting news, Major League Baseball segment, and more importantly, the NHL playoffs. Poppy, these have been some exciting playoffs, huh, bud?
We had 3 Game 7 here in the second round, so it's been unbelievable.
Well, the TV fucking sponsors are definitely getting their money's worth in hockey, huh?
A lot more than the Kentucky Derby, which we'll also touch on, too.
That is correct. Well, let's just touch on, well, first of all, guys, a lot of fraudulent guys in the industry acting like they're me, guys trying to put out fake emails, text blasts, acting like they're me. If you want to get a hold of us, you want to get a hold of Big Skip, anybody at my room, you want to make sure it's me. Shout out to the Big Skipper, by the way, for those few people that think he's sick or have health problems. The guy, I mean, especially the guy from Philly, shame on you. You should be fucking embarrassed.
Yep.
If anything, the guy's lost 30 pounds and he's healthier than fucking ever.
Correct.
And the only thing that's is sick is his bank account. It's sick in the fucking head because he's making a lot of fucking money. Shout out to you for running the front room and get the fucking job done. We're doing bigger numbers now than we've ever done. Shout out to my boy Skip. He'll be back on the podcast when we slow down from making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's what's more important. Anyway, 877-220-6540. You're looking for a free pick? Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size, shapes of sports bettors. For all you stalkers out there that call my company, you email me, you put fake phone numbers in, you guys just want to hear my voice, well, you don't have to do that now. Just go to the Absolute Blowout Winner merchandise, get a picture of my face on you, or whatever one suits you the best, and there you go. You could sleep in it every fucking night to do your job.
Wow.
For everybody else out there that's just bosses and elite people, top of the class, guys that get fucking money, guys that do whatever it takes to get the job done, street hustlers, ballers, rep that bland because you deserve that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're watching this podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. When you click the subscribe button, make sure you also hit that little bell to choose to get notifications. And like you said, Rolls-Royce Cam, Sportsbook Review. I've been doing all sorts of different videos lately to keep you guys in the loop.
Yep, the promotions like you ran this
The
week.
promotions, like I said. Also, I think what we're going to start doing, I'm going to do my promotion once a week on Tuesday, and we're going to go Instagram Live.
There you go.
Like I said, one thing about me, I'm not worried about going on Instagram Live. My guys, social media guys are like, there's a lot of haters on there, Steve. If somebody has a mouthpiece where they can come on Instagram Live and challenge me, not only will I allow it, but I'll give you $10,000. You come calling me with something that ain't valid, boy, I'm going to stick your dick right in your ass and make you leave crying. That's for goddamn shit.
That'll be entertaining.
Yeah,
sure.
so no matter what you got to say, come with some correct shit, because if you're some stalker, I'm definitely going to have you suicidal by the end of talking to me on Instagram Live. And for all you other ballers that want to mingle with me, the reason why I'm doing it, holler at me. I'm going to go Tuesdays live, whether you want some advice on selling, swagger, how to knock your girl, whatever the fuck it is, how to do the reverse crab, how to make money betting sports, how to become a millionaire before you're 20. I got you.
There you go.
You can also listen to me. More importantly, we appreciate all your thumbs up and comments.
Yes.
We really do, guys. Make sure you put a comment in there. We appreciate it. We read every single one of your comments. What else? How else can they listen to us, Poppy?
They can listen to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Pocket Casts, and all other major podcast platforms. Or simply ask Alexa or your preferred smart speaker to play the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. We post new episodes every Thursday evening.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions. We'll get back with you immediately. What are we going to start off with here, Poppy?
I think we're going to be talking about some states that have legalized gambling.
Well, we've been with you from day one with Mississippi. We were there with Delaware. We were there with New Jersey. We've been with Pennsylvania. The crazy thing is we've been with you guys from day one. We told you that this was going to go viral. We told you once the legislation got into place. Guys, it's a double jeopardy not to approve them in any other state.
Correct.
Once Congress came back and allowed one, you have to allow all. However, there's going to be certain states, that Bible-bumping states, that you're not going to see for a long time. I doubt you'll see Alaska anytime soon. I doubt you'll see Utah anytime soon. Huh?
They'll probably be last. They can't drink on Sundays, have state-run liquor stores. So, yeah, the odds of them approving gambling anytime soon are probably not high.
They can't drink or do nothing on Sundays?
Now, Sundays you can't buy alcohol.
Can you fuck on Sundays, or is that against the rules, too?
I don't know. The rules over there are a little bit weird.
Well, if you guys want to bet sports, run orgies, fuck, do whatever you can, drink alcohol, bet and win games and stay out all night, come to Las Vegas.
Correct.
City never sleeps.
Not that far a drive from Utah either.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. Anyway, support Montana. Congratulations, Montana. One of the new people out there, one of the new states accepting sports bets, became the first state to legalize sports betting this year after Governor Steve Bullock signed a bill on Friday allowing the state lottery to oversee a system of wagering through kiosks and mobile applications. That could be running by fall, ladies and gentlemen. Montana, 877-220-6540. Don't try to do it on your own.
No.
Don't lose thousands of dollars before you call. One call, that's all. I'll show you how to get paid. Next, give a round of applause, Poppy. Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Not only do they have 500, not only did they get rid of Peyton Manning at the wrong time, but they finally got sports betting legal. Sports betting will become legal in Indiana, and construction of 2 new casinos will be allowed in the state under a bill signed by the governor on Wednesday. Everybody in Indiana, everybody in Indianapolis.
877-220-6540.
Call the fucking winner. I'll show you how to make more money betting sports than you do at your day job. Don't forget, there's more money to be made betting sports than any other investment in the world. And the casino will eat you alive if you don't know what you're doing. Let's move into a little golf news, all right?
Okay.
You know anything about golf, Poppy?
I know a little bit about golf. I used to play when I was a bit younger before some personal injuries.
Get the fuck out of here,
I did. I was an okay golfer. I was on the golf team for 1 year in high school.
You was on the golf team,
I was on the golf team.
What were you shooting, Poppy?
I was probably about a 10 over par.
Get the fuck out of here. No. Now you're a 10 handicap in high school?
Back
so
then.
That means you're shooting 82.
Back then.
What are you playing from, the girls' tees? Or?
No, I was playing.
I played junior golf my whole life, dude. I was one of the best in town at 11 years old, and I had an 11 handicap.
I would bet you against me, personally, but no, you beat me.
Fuck, I'm not even all that good. Like I said, one thing about me, I'm high strung. I'm a real good golfer, but I'm 11 holes, light up a couple joints, drink some Crown Royal, and I'm all done. Yeah. I can't sit there for the full 18. It's too much for me. Anyway, golfer James Aducci, the 39-year-old man from Wisconsin who became famous after winning $1.1 million off an $85,000 bet on Tiger Woods to win the Masters, was back in Las Vegas to place a $100,000 wager on Woods to win the Grand Slam this year at 100 to 1.
I think that guy's nuts because he's not going to win the Grand Slam.
You think he's nuts, huh?
I do think
I think he's a fucking G. I think what he did is phenomenal. And guess what? Tiger Woods is the one that got his fucking $1.5 million. The least he could do was put the one back, keep the million, and bet on Tiger again.
Very
Do your
true.
fucking thing, man.
Very true.
Because that shit pumped Tiger up. However, don't think Tiger's a square. Tiger knew that guy going into Sunday had that money on it. You don't think he watches fucking Sports Center?
No, I know he does.
Look, Tiger and Phil, their ear is real connected to the sports betting industry, my man.
Yep.
I know that personally.
Yep.
Okay? So for them to understand that, I think it was a good move. James, you obviously support Tiger. You're like me. You wanted to see him come back. He went through the trials and tribulations with his girl, similar to I am right now. He got over the other side. He went back to fucking girls, partying, not caring what the people think. Now, don't get me wrong. He lost his hair over it. Lay off the blow a little bit. You'll lose your hair. But it got his game right back to where he was.
Yeah, he did.
When he was relaxed at his most, this is what he was doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it gives me hope that when I get back to doing what I used to do, everything will be lovely. You know what I mean? The kids will still be there intact. They're doing good things. And more importantly, James Aducci, I love what you did. You deserved every penny on that Tiger Woods match. And a guy like you, don't think Tiger ain't going to know that he put that money on him. Yeah. Is Tiger going to win the Grand Slam? I don't fucking know. He has a fucking shot. He gets his swagger back. There's nobody that can fuck with him. Remember this, Poppy, before you say the guy's crazy. Golf is all mental.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
No,
I'm telling you. Golf is all mental. Tiger gets his mentality back of winning, mentality of back of I got 3 bitches on my boat, mentality of I'm doing what I want to do and I'm in control of my life. Don't think for a second he can't tear this shit up again.
All right.
He did it several different times, and he'll do it again. Anyway, he put $100,000 at 100-1 odds.
It was over at the SLS, over at the William Hill Sportsbook. I know William Hill was not happy when they lost it. So
How do you think they feel if they take a $10 million hit?
I don't think they're going to be very happy, and I don't think they'll welcome him back to...
However, from a sports betting predictive point of view, being a numbers guy in the sports betting and guys that knows the odds makers say it's millions to one, and that's the only reason why the casino would have the balls to take that bet, because a $10 million bet off $100,000 would shut the book down. Just letting you know right off the fucking bat. You will hear that they got shut down, and they won't be open for a while.
Well, good luck to James Aducci.
Let's do some recap, and then we'll get into the fucking sports. After all, you're watching this show to find out who to bet and how to make more money. Yep. We give out more golden nuggets and free games on this podcast than any other podcast in the world. Nobody hits 70+% week in and week out on the podcast like we do. We tell you what games to bet and who to stay away from. Let's recap last week. What'd I say, Poppy?
We said there's this is about the fight there, the Canelo fight and Daniel Jacobs. We said there's not going to be a knockout in the fight. The result, Canelo Alvarez defeated Daniel Jacobs by unanimous decision to add to a 3rd middleweight belt to his collection. Absolute blowout winner.
Hold on a second. Did these motherfuckers think for 1 second that I'm not the most connected fucking guy in the world? My main man is Jay Prince, and one of my closest friends for years and years, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do I see him on an everyday basis? Now, I see him once a month when he comes by the office or whatever the case is. But I roll with Money May every day, day in, day out for fucking 10 years. One of my main homies. Very good guy, and I know a lot about boxing, guys. Not because I've been in it, lived it, and I know what's going on. My exact words to you was, the fight's going to go the fucking distance. It's going to be boring. Canelo's not going to be... I mean, everything I said came true in this fucking fight.
100%. I will give credit to Daniel Jacobs. In the fight, he actually went and didn't just go down. He really tried to fight in there, and, Canelo was the better fighter, no doubt. But the fact that Jacobs didn't just go down and take the beating and really tried to put up, I give him credit.
But I told you why. The reach. Canelo is an inside fighter, and he's very strong. He'll break your body down and then knock you the fuck out. Canelo, you ever since you took that loss to Floyd, you've turned into a beast.
Yep.
You have a hard head. You're hard to knock down. He's boxing's future for sure. Mm-hmm. So we'll see where he goes. I mean, the least you can do is learn some fucking English, bro.
Sure,
I can't stand it after you win a fight. America gives you $50 million. ¿Cómo? I got no problem with Spanish. Learn English, motherfucker. We're the ones that are giving you the hundreds of millions, not Tecate and Tecate Light, motherfucker.
He's costing himself millions in sponsorships, too, over here.
Bro, he's a fucking good-looking redhead fucking Mexican.
I know.
He can make a ton of fucking money going in the fucking social media market, going into advertising. He can make more money in sponsors than he does boxing.
I agree.
Learn some fucking English. If you go back 100 podcasts, I've been saying it for years. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, we're going to get into Major League baseball segment. Poppy, who's that brought to us by?
That's brought to us by mybookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more entertaining when you've got action on the games. You've heard us talking about mybookie.ag for weeks now, and it's the one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Created by online gaming pioneer in 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. With its in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in your action. And today, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to MyBookie.ag today and use the promo code LASVEGAS, all one word, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And make sure to follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they're posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at MyBookie.ag. And remember, who you are betting on is just as important as who you are betting with.
Absolutely. Shout out to MyBookie.ag. Shout out to the new producer out there that you're supposed to go to the 3-camera view when we're reading ads, but not on paparazzi or not on me. We still love you, though, man. You're getting it down. We love you. What's his name, Poppy?
Juan.
Shout out to my boy Juan out there getting the job done.
Juan.
Now my mobile detailer and executive producer of the show. Juan, huh? Anyway, let's recap 3 of the 4 away or road team umpires that we talked about last week.
This is a fun segment. Get your pens out, guys.
Grab your pen and a piece of paper. I told you about this shit last podcast, and you need to stay focused. 3 of the 4 away or road team umpires all won the games last week behind home plate since last week's show. If I don't recall, I gave you guys these stats. Write this down again, guys. Bill Welk is now 8-1 for the road team, ladies and gentlemen. When Bill Welk is behind the plate, the road team wins every fucking time, 8-1. And I told you this stat last year. I don't think anybody, other sports consultant in the world gives you this type of information because they don't fucking know it. Huh?
I've never seen it in my life.
Correct. What did we tell you about Steve Sherwater?
Stu Sherwater is
now. What did we tell you about Stu?
6-0 for the road team.
Oh, excuse me. Now he's 6-0 since we told you for the road team. If he's behind the plate, he's 6-0 for the road team to win. Stu Sherwater, don't ever fucking forget. What about John Tempane?
His record is now 6-1.
John Tempane, 6-1, ladies and gentlemen, to the road team. If you don't think that type of shit matters, this is the guy calling the fucking game. This is the guy calling balls and strikes. You don't think it matters? It's not the guy over there at first base. It's not the guy in the outfield. It's the fucking guy running the fucking game. You realize that, right? The guy that can throw you out, throw the batter out, and make whatever fucking call he wants.
He affects the game because every pitch he's calling, he's making a determination on where the strike zone is, whether a hitter's going to have to be aggressive, non-aggressive, walks. He literally has effect on every single pitch.
Here's the bottom fucking line. The stat that I gave you is 20-2. There isn't one guy listening to this show that has a 20-2 stat. Sorry, 20-2. And that's betting a game a day, not every day. 20-2. You're up 18 solid fucking units.
That's just the road.
A $1,000 player, on my advice that I've been giving, is up $18,000 from the road umpire. And these are solid stats to be following.
Correct.
Plain and fucking simple. A recap. Umpire Bruce Dreckman. Guess what, guys? Now he's 7-0 for the home team behind home plate. Umpire Nick Lentz is now 7-1 for the home team behind home plate. These are the umpires that allow the home team to win, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0 for Bruce. 7-1 for Nick. If you're betting my stat, 14 and fucking 1.
34-3 between those.
14-1 for the home team winning when these guys are behind the plate. A total of 34-3. 31 units, guys. You got to really stop for a second and think you motherfuckers are trying to pick up 10 units in 3 months. You're just hoping not to pay the bookie. I just gave you, over the last 30 days, a way that you could go 34-3.
For free.
For free. So don't tell me I don't fucking teach you nothing. Don't tell me I don't give you fucking valid information. This is all about sports betting, all right? This isn't a breakdown of games like ESPN or my boy Colin Coward, who's a Vegas boy. Shout out to him. It's all about sports betting. Who to bet on and who not to bet on. Real fucking simple. I'm the best sports consultant money can buy, period, and it's my job to share it with the world. Fair enough? What else did I say, Poppy? I think I was talking about the Texas Rangers, too. I don't know.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers are 10-1-1 to the over their last 12 games we talked about.
You
Results,
said that a little fast. You want to say that again, bud?
We
For
had
all you
said-
guys that want to steal some more nuggets?
we had said last week that the Texas Rangers were 10-1-1 to the over in their
Uh-huh.
last 12 games. Result, 4 straight overs in their last 4 games.
I told you guys, plain and fucking simple, the Texas Rangers were 10-1 to the over. I told you, bet the over every fucking time. 4 straight over winners since the last time I told you.
Yeah, you know, you made it very clear as well that when teams are on streaks, get on them. Don't go, somebody's due. It's due is bullshit, as you said.
I want you guys to try to call me out. Put a clip of some other guy's fucking clips. Go to any sports consultant in the world, any of these fake motherfuckers that you see, you ain't going to find one guy recorded giving you those type of numbers. A 34-3 umpire matchup. I gave you Texas Rangers that were 10-1 to the over. Told you to bet them. Since I told you that, they got you 4 more straight fucking winners to the over. Okay, guys? 2 versus Toronto and 2 against Pittsburgh.
Right.
What recaps some other stuff that I said before we go into the show. I also said the Colorado Rockies will score a lot of runs at home versus Arizona. Did I say that or not?
We did.
Guess what the result was, guys? Arizona won the series, and the 2 teams combined for 45 runs in 3 fucking games. 45 runs in 3 games. You think they scored a lot of runs, Poppy?
I think 45 runs.
No, but I don't tell you guys what to do. I'm not the best in the world, and that's for fucking free. Imagine if you call the number. You know what I mean? You cheap fucks. All 3 games, by the way, went over.
That's correct.
Before we go to the break, let's talk about Colorado Rockies trend.
The Rockies are 10-0 straight up as a home favorite of 140 or more when their opponent's starter has an ERA of higher than 4 on the season, winning by an average of 7.3 runs.
What does that mean for these squares, Poppy?
That means when they're facing a pitcher that has an ERA over 4 runs at home, they light them up.
Like
Their hitters are on fire.
Like that weed I'm lighting up, they light them up like a fucking Christmas tree. Guys, understand, this is what I do. I deal with players, coaches, CEOs. I find shit no one else can do. That's why I make millions of dollars doing it, and everybody else puts up fake stuff on Instagram, buys fake followers and fake likes, and acts like they're doing what we're doing. You guys are ever in town, stop by VIP Sports, 4004 shift. Been in the same location 18 years, licensed and bonded with the state of Nevada, right next to Floyd Money Mayweather's. When we come back, we're going to talk about who's hot in baseball, who's not, how you can make that money, and more importantly, how to make that bank account taller than giraffe pussy.
Let's do it.
Fair enough? Right after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. Stevie Wells, Bookie Killer. You can call me whatever you want as long as you don't call me broke. Back at it with another podcast. Before the break, we went over a couple different trends with you that were mind-blowing.
Yes.
With umpires in baseball and a couple other different things as we talked about. I told you after the break, we're going to get into who's hot, who's not in baseball. But before we do that, I want to give you guys a little knowledge here and why it's so important to call a guy like me that has the edge. Because no offense, you know, I still call you guys every day. How much you bet a game? Well, it depends if I like it or not. You don't know shit. What do you mean if you like it or not? It's all about money management and discipline, guys. No, none of you guys know shit, and it's very hard to win, even when you do know shit. I know all sorts of shit, and I'm still the best in the world at only 70+%. You know, anyone that, you know, I don't tell you I'm hitting 80, 90%. It's fucking impossible. However, here's something that you guys are going to love to hear. Here's an example of basically how good the fucking guys are that make the line and how good Vegas is at setting the numbers. The NL East, as a division, has 92 overs this year. The American League East has 90, almost the exact same. You need the best. You need me. You need me to do anything as far as making money, because these books are looking to take every fucking angle to take every fucking dollar.
Correct. You got the best guys in the world, and you have no chance of beating them unless you got a guy like that.
Here's the deal, guys. Let's get into who's hot, who's not. Take advantage of this shit and make your money, because after all, you deserve it. You know what I mean? May's here, June here. It's about to be summertime. It's time to ball till you crawl.
Yep.
Start breaking out that paper, dropping the top on them Rolls Royces, washing your Ford F-150, and fucking letting your nuts hang. For all you cowboys out there, put the nuts on the bottom of your thing. You know, they put the nuts on the thing and they let their nuts hang, they call it. You never seen that?
No.
You get the fuck out of here. You never seen a
that.
dude driving his truck and at the back of it where the fucking, the thing is.
Tailgate?
Yeah, that's not the tailgate. It's that holds the
hitch.
trailer.
The hitch.
The hitch.
Yes.
They put a set of nuts right there on the hitch. It's called letting their nuts hang.
I've never seen
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I race horses and I've never
Anyway, let it out. It's summertime, guys. Let's go get this fucking money together. Remember this. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. The reason why we do these podcasts, number one, I get paid a lot of money. Number two, I want to show you guys how to beat the book. There's enough money for everybody, and I want to share it with the fucking world. Who's hot right now, Poppy? The Minnesota Twins. We've only been pounding them out left and right. If you're my client, you've been making money left and right. Minnesota Twins, write this down, guys. 14-5 in their last 19 games.
On fire.
Now, understand this. Minnesota's not a team that has a $1.80 line, $1.65, $2. They average $1.30, $1.38. They might go up as high as $1.50, but they also come down to even money, like when they won 9-0 yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Minnesota is hot as a pistol, hotter than fish grease, and definitely hotter than all the Kardashians' pussies at a rap concert.
That's hot.
It doesn't get any hotter than that. You should know. You're a paparazzi. Twins host Detroit this weekend. Twins 11-5 at home. Detroit 7-10 on the road. I see Minnesota easily winning this series. Do they get the sweep? They easily could, but that tired factor's in there as well. They might go home or on the road run a couple trains on some bitches, get drunk, do what they do, and give one up. Now would be the time, but I don't know. They easily win the series.
Totally agree with you.
Milwaukee Brewers, 6 straight wins. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. Don't act like you guys been betting the fucking Brew Crew. This is a team that I wouldn't bet your fucking money on. You know what I mean? However, trends don't lie. Right now they're 8-2. They're hot as a pistol in baseball. You got to win on the road. This team wins on the road. They've got their shit together. What's your favorite player, or should I say duo, for the Milwaukee Brewers?
My
Poppy?
favorite player is definitely Christian Yelich. He's a beast. Started off the season really good with 4 home runs. Yeah, Christian Yelich for sure.
Is he single-handedly keeping them in the game while they're winning, or is it a whole team effort here?
No, it's a whole team effort. I mean, they came very close to making it to the World Series last year, losing to the Dodgers. I believe it was a 7-game series. It's pretty much carried over. They're playing really good baseball right now.
What about their pitching?
Pitching is a little bit suspect. They've been in some high-scoring games, and that worries me a little bit. Maybe they'll be active at the trade deadline to get some better pitching.
They need to be real active by the pitcher deadline and get them a couple new guys in there to get the fucking job done for sure. Milwaukee, hot as a pistol right now. Let's talk about the Chicago Cubs, ladies and gentlemen. This is a team that can bury you if you don't know when to ride these motherfuckers, and I'm telling you that from personal experience, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cubs are 9-1 in their last 10 games. You want to write that down? 9-1 in their last 10 games. They play, guess who? The Brewers at home at Wrigley this weekend. This is going to be a marquee matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a trend. Cubs are 7-2 to the over in their last 9 games. Write that down. Milwaukee's 8-3 to the under in their last 11 games. One has been consistently under, one's consistently over. Something has to budge here, huh, Poppy?
Yeah, I mean, last week we talked about it. St. Louis was red hot going into Chicago. Chicago swept them. Was a little bit of a surprise. They played really good baseball. This will be a heck of a series. If you want to watch some good baseball, definitely watch this. The overs for Chicago, the unders for Milwaukee, I really don't know what's going to give here. You're in Wrigley Field, though, so I would tend to go more towards the over.
So, guys, as a sports bettor, for all you guys that, hey, I'm a Chicago Cub, or hey, I'm from Minnesota, I'm going to bet Minnesota. You guys, you can't have Milwaukee, Chicago. You can't have any feelings when it comes down to sports betting. Coming from a pro like myself, this would be a game that you don't bet. You'd be a fucking idiot to bet this game. Milwaukee is on fucking fire. Chicago is on fucking fire. One team's heavily to the over in their last 10 games. The other one's heavily to the under. Find something else to bet on, you fucking degenerates.
Correct.
You're betting this game, you're betting the wrong fucking game. You don't just bet a game to bet a game.
Right. You are going to have plenty of information on other games that they can make money on.
A team that I want to personally say thank you to, Boston Red Sox. You guys have been paying me so much fucking money lately. I've been on your fucking trend for the last 14 games. I appreciate your team. You guys have personally made me multi-six figures. Shout out to the Boston Red Sox. Guess what? They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, but they beat up on some weak fucking teams. I ain't going to lie. Baltimore, Chicago White Sox, and Oakland. So rather than be a naysayer and talk shit, oh, well, they beat up on weak teams, well, you should have been on those games like I was to get absolutely paid and then ask me what's going on now. They play Seattle next. Mariners have also been struggling lately, although they did beat the shit out of the Yankees yesterday.
They did.
Yankees are playing with a whole separate team than who they hired. You realize that, right?
They have a lot of injuries, that's for sure.
A lot of injuries. Yankees are playing with a completely different team, and they're fucking winning.
Yeah.
That is not the team that they hired, bud.
No, I know.
I'm a Yankee fan. Shout out to Joey D, Mark D. Gregorio, and all the New York Yankee fans. Shout out to Brennan Fleming out there. I know you listen to the podcast. My man Gene Mayorga. Get on some Ronge. Let's get that hair back, bro. It can't be that bad. You know what I mean? Anyway, L.A. Dodgers. Hold on. Before I get off Boston, they're hot. Seattle's been struggling. They're a good team. They beat Yankees. Boston's solid right now. I suggest you have their back in the late till they prove elsewhere. Dodgers, a suspect team, however, solid. You got to know when to play the L.A. Dodgers or they will hurt you as well. Dodgers 7-3 in their last 10 and 3 straight wins. They just swept Atlanta. Atlanta, by the way, just turned into a pile of shit. What's going on with Atlanta?
Atlanta's another maybe fake team. Some days they look great. Other days they let you down right away. Very inconsistent, very hard team to gauge.
Not a team to bet on at all.
No.
Team to bet against, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Dodgers 7-3 in the last 10. They got 3 straight wins, swept Atlanta, like I said. Now they're going to host a struggling Washington for 4 games starting today. This could be a marquee matchup right here, guys. Dodgers hot as a pistol. Washington is not looking like the team they were.
No.
Phillies just put it in their ass. Harper obviously want to come on a mission. Shout out to my boy for getting his first grand slam of all time over there in Philly the other night.
Yep.
You look like a G. Are you performing like you thought? No. Are you leading? No. But you'll get there. You're a superstar player. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. They signed you for life, and you will be a superstar life player. Not to mention, you don't need to be out there trying to pound home runs every time you get a bunch of strikeouts like all these other motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Same thing, Mike Trout. He's not, on fire, anything like that. He's playing okay, but nothing too great.
Trout's playing a little bit better, and he wins the games, and he plays good every fucking game. He is the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
Well, what you mean? What do you mean? Who's better?
I'm not exactly sure on it.
Well, then what would you? That sounds like some of the guys watching the podcast. He's the best player in baseball, period. Would you maybe try to throw a pitcher in there?
Possibly.
Okay, but pitchers win you games already. This is an all-around player.
True.
So who are you going to put in there?
The problem I have with
Because if you're going to
Trout,
talk about a pitcher right now, it better be Glasnow from Tampa Bay because he won again, undefeated. Motherfucker looks like he's going to get the Cy Young. So
the problem I have with Mike Trout is a team winning. Me, for
you
a
can't
player,
do it all, Poppy.
I understand he can't do it all, but for me, a team has to be able to win. You have to be able to get.
Well, how
your
the fuck
team
is
to
that
win.
his fault? He's playing fucking good. Okay, Harper and Harper. I mean, it's the same thing. These superstar players aren't doing it by themselves. It's a fucking team.
I agree with
The
that.
team has to get their shit together. They got to have a good bullpen. They got to have some fucking offense, and you got to win on the road.
I totally agree with that. But for me, you have to lead your team, and you have to lead your team into better results, and that's the only reason. Mike
Well,
Trout
you
is
know
a
what Trout
great
would tell
player.
you? He'd tell you to lead his fucking nuts right to your
I'm
chin.
sure he
You know what I
would
mean?
tell me that.
He's got his fucking paper, and I think he's playing phenomenal. Here's the bottom line. Dodgers, Washington. I think Dodgers overpower them. I think Dodgers are hot right now. be very, very careful in this series. Dodgers are looking good.
I think so, too.
Let's go over, ladies and gentlemen, write this down. We're going to go over the best run line teams in baseball. Okay? What this means are these are the teams that are the best to bet on the run line. What is the run line? Minus 1.5. When you see your game sheet, you see a total, you see the money line, and you see a run line. The run line win means that the team, they're either giving you a run and a half or you have to lay a run and a half. It changes the odds tremendously. Okay?
You're either minus 1.5 runs or plus 1.5 runs.
Correct. Like the other night when I said I had the Boston run line. They were 205 minus 205 on the money line, but minus $1.20 on the run line. It means they have to win by 2 runs. That's what that means. But you also have a position where you can take the team plus a run and a half. So if you think the team might win or barely lose, you can get plus a run and a half, which changes the odds tremendously. But these are the best teams on the run line. Write this down. Number 1, Arizona, 24-13. All Skip's clients know it. All our clients know it. It's one of the biggest things he got out of the fucking spring training. Arizona on the fucking run line. 24-13 stat. Now understand this. Winning twice what you lose is 66%. So even these trends right here are a little over 60.
Correct.
It's nothing mind-boggling or mind-blowing or anything you need to jump on right away. But I also want to prove to you guys that if the top 5 teams on the run line are right at 60%, don't bet the fucking run line. Stop giving the bookie your fucking money. If you got some sports consultant or some fake-ass motherfucker giving you run lines all the time, he's just trying to take a shot with your money and give you a big favorite that he thinks is going to win because he doesn't know shit about sports betting, period, which is fucking embarrassing. And that's what a lot of you guys do. It's why the book collects your money. It's not a time to be betting run lines unless it's on a couple select teams here and there.
Right.
I probably bet 4 run lines in the last 60 days. Yeah. But you got to know when to take them. Number 1, Arizona, write that down, 24-13 on the run line. Tampa Bay, 23-13 on the run line. St. Louis, number 3 on the run line, 23-14. Seattle, 23-16. Texas, 21-13. Guys, if you're going to bet run lines, at least make sure it's one of these 5 teams right here so you at least have a 60% chance of getting your fucking money. Because you bet the run line in the league as a whole right now, it's a stat that's under 40%. It's going to put you in the poorhouse. It's going to have your wife and girlfriend fucking the neighbor for rent money, and it's going to put your confidence from a 10 down to a 1. And nobody wants that. Your job is to have swagger, stay focused, put food on the table, be a good dad. Shout out to all you single dads out there that take care of your fucking kids.
Yep.
All you dads out there that don't want your kids to take care of them, eat a dick. You're scumbags. But shout out to all those people that are good dads, like myself, single dads, and want to take care of their kids. You always love the kids, man. Kids are everything, and you don't want to bring them in your involved bullshit. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do firsthand, paparazzi. I learned it from you in your situations.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, you moved on from that? Everything okay? Or?
Things are not 100% okay.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. We leave our personal problems at the door. Bottom line is we're getting the fucking job done. Last time I checked, you were making a lot of money with my plays, but...
Yeah, I've been making money with your play. That's been the blessing, that's for sure.
Well, all right. Anyway, let's move right into the National Hockey League playoffs. And I'd have to honestly say, I told you guys before they started, this is the most exciting thing to watch.
It is, by far.
Watching the NBA playoffs really doesn't do much for me.
No.
It's boring. I told you guys, and shout out to Brian Barrios out there. Bro, I don't know what you're waiting on to call me. You know, I've made you hundreds of thousands. We've had wins and losing streaks. I told you, the other guy told you I'm not fucking with basketball right now. I'm not. Do I get a game here and there? Yeah. Do I give out basketball every fucking day? No. So don't play yourself, bud. I know when to play baseball, and I know when to play basketball, and I know when to put my basketballs right on your chin. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to check me. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I know what the fuck I say. All right? But when I run a promotion that comes with a basketball game, a hockey game, and a fucking baseball game, and whatever else, best believe that's what I'm going to give to people. So listen before you speak. Make yourself sound dumb. I ain't talking to you, Barrios. Call me ASAP. How those Dodgers doing? Little good homeboy of mine over there in Dodger Field. We'll say he sprays down the seats. You know what I mean? Nice little connection over there. Anyway, told you guys the hockey playoffs would be full effect. Even though they robbed my Knights, these sorry-ass Sharks made it to the next level.
They did.
If you're going to beat my team, even though it was fraudulently, at least I want you to beat everybody else. That way we say we could have beat everybody else. We would have beat everybody else as well. Talk to me, Poppy. Have these been some fucking playoffs or what?
I mean, 3 Game 7s in the second round was awesome. I'm kind of like you, San Jose. It was bittersweet having to root for them last night. But it's Joe Thornton's probably last hurrah, Pavelski's last
Bittersweet.
hurrah.
Who told you to have to root for him? I didn't root for him. I didn't give a fuck about him, but I'm glad they won.
I had to root for him a little bit last night out of the teams that are left. I mean,
So you secretly went and put some goddamn money over there.
I did.
You're a fucking sellout. To all you vegans out there, you born and raised, go get.
No, do not come get me.
No, don't.
I'm
That's
Knight.
my man.
I'm a Knight fan and a Red Wing fan, but no.
I'm sure you have your.
And a Toronto Maple Leaf fan as well.
A Red Wing fan. They told me the rumor on the streets was you also had your Red Wings in the streets. Is that true? Or?
No, that is not
What?
true. No.
You know what that is, don't
Yeah,
you?
yes, I do.
Okay. Well, they
Yes,
said
I
you were
do.
red. They said you were like top of the class at your
No,
Red Wings.
I'm the Michael Trout of eating pussy, but I don't.
Oh,
have
now
my
you're
Red-
Michael Trout. I thought you told Skip Michael Jordan.
No, Skip got that wrong. It was the Michael Trout.
Well, dude, if you were the Michael Trout of eating pussy, I don't think she would be gone right now, Poppy.
Yeah, I know.
So I think maybe you were more like the Muggsy Bogues of fucking the NBA on the eating pussy, huh?
Shout out to Jessica, by the way.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Holy shit!
But no, I don't have my Red Wings.
All right, bud. Fair enough.
Different.
And if you got, for you couple guys out there that do got your Red Wings, unfucking believable. For the record, no, I do not have mine either.
Okay.
That's fucking gross.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move right into it. I don't think in several years has there been 3 Game 7s.
No.
If you pull up a stat, I bet it's a lot of fucking years.
I mean, we've seen some great overtime games, the double.
But
overtime
3 Game
games.
7s in playoffs?
We haven't seen that in a long time. No.
Anyway, guys, these teams play great defense, but also have been scoring in the playoffs. Like I said, the same team during the season is not the same team in the playoffs.
No.
We've told you that in other sports. Under the lights, and as the playoffs come, they turn into completely different fucking teams, bottom line.
Yep.
Boston and Carolina have allowed the fewest goals per game in the playoffs. You might want to write that down, guys. With the Bruins allowing just 2.1 goals per contest, and the Canes giving up just 2.2. Now, that is fucking impressive.
Yes, it is. Both teams have played great in the playoffs so far.
Let me go over that again, guys, because this is some outrageous shit. Boston and Carolina have allowed the fewest goals in the playoffs. Bruins allowing just 2.1 goals per contest, and the Canes 2.2.
It means getting it done defensively.
Yes,
Ironic.
and then they're scoring offensively as well because they're scoring some goals.
Correct. That's why they're winning.
Correct. These teams have also been 2 of the highest scoring squads during the playoffs, Poppy. Carolina averaging 3 goals, and the Bruins right behind them with 3 per outing. A goalie has got to love his fucking team when they play like this, dude.
Correct.
I don't give a fuck who you are, and whether you're born and raised in Canada, no matter what type of hockey player you are, if you're a fucking goalie, you got to love your team out there fucking. If you're going to stop them pucks and you see them pounding out them goals, that's called teamwork right there, Poppy.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty evenly matched series. I mean, neither of these teams were favorites to go win the Stanley Cup or anything like that. Boston's been playing great, getting really good goaltending. Carolina went upset Washington and then swept. God, I can't even remember. They just swept, but Columbus. Yes, no, not Columbus. I can't even remember.
Talking about the
They
St.
just
Louis
swept.
Blues or the Blue Jackets?
No, the Blue
The
Jackets.
Blues got their
Boston,
money.
Boston beat the Blue Jackets.
Correct.
But anyway, Carolina swept in their series. This is going to be a good series. I'm looking forward to it.
Here's one thing you guys got to understand. I made history, which I make history all the fucking time, it seems like. You know what I mean? But once again, I made history with my first period total in hockey.
Yes.
It was a stat that hit 80+% throughout the entire year, and there wasn't another stat on the sports betting board that could even match up. Write this down, guys. First period stats. Boston has scored 13 first period goals this postseason while allowing just 5 in the opening frame. Once again, Boston has scored 13 first period goals this postseason while allowing just 5 in the opening frame. That means a lot, Poppy. What does that mean?
That means Boston gets the job done in the first period, and there's bets where you can bet first team to score, bet first period, so look for those
Boston
bets.
first period, real simple. Okay? Carolina has managed just 6 goals in the opening period while allowing 13.
You know, that means Carolina does not score in the first period.
And
so-
they allow a fucking lot.
Right.
Just like your girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As she gets more, she takes more. So here's the deal. First period stat, like I said, Boston, first period, You didn't hear it from me. Carolina, like I said, they gave up 6 goals opening period, 13 total. They're shitso in the first period. Let's go over some Cup odds. You said you want to know what the odds were?
Yes.
Boston right now is plus $1.80. I don't see any of these odds. Like, would I go put any of these prop bets in or any of these odds to win? Fuck no. Going to go have your money in a sports book to get plus $1.80. Now, Carolina plus 375. That's a different fucking story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, Boston's plus 180 to win it. Carolina's plus 375. I don't like those bets at all. Never been a prop guy. Anybody that bets props is just, it's fucking embarrassing. Let's go over the West Finals, if you don't mind. The Blues at the Sharks on Saturday, Poppy, for the second time in 4 seasons. It's the Blues versus the San Jose Sharks in the Western Conference Finals, with the winner advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's talk about this game a little bit. Blues versus the Sharks. Who do you like, Poppy?
I like the Blues to advance over here.
Okay.
The Blues have been probably the best team since the All-Star break. They were bottom in January. They were one of the worst teams in hockey, and they had one of the best turnarounds maybe in hockey history to get where they are. And I think they're playing great hockey, and I think the Blues win this.
I agree. Like I said, it's going to be more than an easy game. On paper, the Blues are a better team. No fucking doubt about it. Their matchup is solid. But, you know, going through it all in all, hand in hand, it's going to be a marquee game. You're going to have to know when to take the Blues. Like I said, Sharks are on fire right now. They're at home. You probably will get your best line. If you're going to look to take the Blues, you might want to do it in game 1 and get your best odds on the road.
I agree. I think this will be a hell of a series. There's no sweep coming here. It's going to be really good hockey to watch. I just think St. Louis has played such good hockey since the All-Star break, and San Jose is a little bit older team, and I just think San Jose's luck runs out, but it's going to be a great series to watch.
Watch out for that Boston first period. Watch out for the Blues first game. That's all I can fucking tell you. NBA playoffs. Boston Celtics are out, as everybody fucking knows. Kyrie Irving wanted his own thing. He left LeBron for Boston. Had a disappointing season, to say the least. Is it goodbye for Kyrie? And should he rejoin LeBron in L.A.?
It's definitely goodbye for Kyrie. I don't think he should join LeBron. And this was to more the point I was making about Mike Trout and leading teams. My good friend Boston John has told me that Kyrie Irving in the Celtics locker room is a guy who goes and sits by himself. And Boston, you know, has a lot of talent. They just got eliminated last night against Milwaukee. Kyrie is not a leader, and that's what bothers me about certain players. I think you have to be a leader. If you're a marquee player and have the talent that Kyrie has, you need to be a leader. And if you are not a leader,
You're a follower.
correct, and it knocks you down.
You got winners and losers. Which one are you?
Correct. If Steve Stevens was a follower, it wouldn't be Steve Stevens.
No, it'd be ABL, absolute blowout loser.
Correct.
And that's what Kyrie Irving is right now. You want to ask me that same question?
Okay. Well, first off, is Kyrie Irving a winner?
No.
Is Kyrie Irving going to stay in Boston?
Absolutely not.
Should Kyrie Irving join LeBron James?
He doesn't have a choice. Should he? He's not going to be asked to. Fuck no. LeBron don't want to play with him. LeBron's the one that got rid of him. If LeBron wanted him, LeBron would have had him in L.A.
I agree.
He is the fucking king. So a question like, should he rejoin? He doesn't have the choice. Fuck no. Here's the deal with him, okay? Because I don't want to hate on him too bad. Handle-wise, he's probably the best ball controller in maybe the history of the fucking NBA. He's like Iverson times 3. The guy can finish in the hole, in the paint, in the layup more than any other player I've ever seen in my fucking life. He's an absolute fucking superstar. And the game, you know, a lot of guys get there and then miss it. They go in every fucking time with him. He's an absolute superstar. He's a mental fucking case. His head isn't in it. He's sitting in the locker room like a fucking weirdo. He's doing his thing rather than going out and being a team player and doing your fucking thing. So, is he a leader? No. Could he be the best number 2 in history? Yes. He can't be the leader of the team like a LeBron that has to do the interviews, has to carry the team on his back. He's not that type. He don't have that type of heart.
I agree.
It's not built in him at all. He doesn't know how to handle the pressure, and it fucks him up mentally. Because if he knew how to handle it, it wouldn't mentally fuck him up. So he needs to be with somebody like LeBron, but he also needs to shut the fuck up.
I agree.
You need to stop acting like you're the number 1 player that can take the interviews and take all this shit when you're a mental head case. A mental head case isn't the number 1 player. You're the guy that needs to shut up, go behind closed doors, know that you're the best, go out there, play ball every night, and get the job done without having to do all the interviews. Bottom line. Can he carry a team on his own? No. Is he an absolute blowout winner? No. Could he be with a Another guy is equal that could be a leader. Could he get with someone and be very successful? Absolutely.
I agree.
Right now, he needs to go soul search. He has mental problems. His threes were good, but he has no choice of joining LeBron. LeBron and them don't want his ass. LeBron got his own fucking problems. What do you think about the Lakers?
I think the Lakers, it's very, very sad. I mean, now they're on their 5th interview right now. Frank Vogel is flying to L.A.
Tyrone Lue just told the Lakers this morning, eat a dick on your 5-year deal. No thanks.
Yeah, I mean.
When you got Tyronn Lue
Correct.
telling you, no, I'm straight, I don't
Correct.
want to be with your organization, you got to be fucking kidding me.
When you have Magic Johnson walking away, I mean, that says a lot. The Lakers in the shape they're in right now, it's very sad, to be honest.
Anyway, Warriors beat the Rockets 104-99 to take a 3-2 lead in the second round series. Rockets covered as a 6-point run underdog, but they did and they didn't. The line was 5.5, went to 5, went to 6. So it could have been a push, a win, either fucking way. It definitely wasn't a win for the Warriors. It could either been a push or a win for the Rockets.
More importantly, it was possibly a big loss for the Warriors with Kevin Durant going out with the injury.
Well, I got my reports. He's just staying out of the next game. He has nothing. He doesn't need any surgery. He just has a strain. He'll be fine. But Warriors are another team that, you know, they're still playing well and they have things, but they have Kyrie issues over there as well.
Yeah.
A couple players aren't happy. I don't see that team sticking together,
100%.
and they know it. However, do they have the mojo to stay together and beat the Rockets? I mean, I think they do.
Golden State's my favorite team.
They got the most talent, Poppy.
They definitely have the most talent, but I've been saying it all year long. They're not as deep this year as they've been in the past. They have injury issues. A team like Milwaukee that's playing great could find a team like Golden State and actually be able to take them. If Kevin Durant's not 100%, Golden State's in big trouble. They've already lost DeMarcus Cousins, and they are not as deep. And they're playing like a team that knows they're getting broken up at the end of this year. And like you said, head case problems, yes. You can read it all over Golden State this year. They are not the same team that they've been. That being said, can they beat Houston? They can beat Houston.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, Milwaukee Bucks versus the Celtics. Bucks handed them an ass whooping, 116-91, covering as an 8.5-point favorite. The game still stayed under at 220 and clinching the series 4-1. I've said it several different times. The total is not the thing to be betting in the NBA right now. NBA is very, very hard. That doesn't mean that there's not spots, Barrios, okay? But right now, there's too much baseball to be making money, and there's a lot of marquee matchups that you got to focus on. In sports betting, you want the best possible chance to win fucking money. You guys work too hard to just throw your money away. And like I said, people out there that tell you parlays are good or this, that, and the other, parlays are for fucking suckers. And you've heard it from fucking me. You're just giving the casino money, and it's not a way to make money. The formula for success in this business is money management and discipline. What that means is betting one game a day, not every day, and betting the same amount of money on every fucking game. It's the only way to be successful. These guys that play 3 games a day, 21 games a week, don't have a chance in the fucking world of winning. Anybody that calls you and gives you 3 games a day, make sure you tighten your shoelaces as fast as you can and run away opposite direction from that motherfucker, because he's like ankle weights. He's trying to hold you down. And on that note, don't let anybody hold you down or get in your way. Paparazzi, I appreciate you coming by the podcast to fill in. I don't give a fuck if people like it or they don't. You know a lot about sports. This podcast is all about the education of legalization of sports betting and how to make money betting sports. I'm the motherfucking Corleone of the fucking industry. I've monopolized this business. I deal with players, coaches, CEOs. I'm the guy that gets all the info. Poppy knows a lot about fucking sports, and I love breaking you off. I love talking with you, and like I said, I like your points of views. Guys, I'm always going to do my job to make sure that you get fucking paid. That's what I'm here to do. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. Make sure you look out for my Instagram Live on Tuesdays where I won my promotion. You can interact with me, show you how to be a better salesman, how to motivate people, how to be inspired. Any questions that you have for me, how to be the best sports consultant in the world, and more importantly, how to be a fucking winner in life no matter what it is you do. Like I said, guys, you got winners and losers. Which one are you? Make sure you check out my new Absolute Blowout Winner brand. It's available now for purchase. You guys should be going crazy. Represent my company. Represent, more importantly, yourself. That ABW brand isn't just something for me. It's for you. There's a winner in each and every one of us. Even if other people hold us down, even if somebody, the closest people to you, don't want to see you succeed, even though if people want you to be at rock bottom, don't let them. Because you know what? Even if somebody locked away in fucking jail that shouldn't be there, this, that, and the other, they can take your body. They can never take your fucking soul. No human being ever there should ever put you down to where they could take your soul. You stay strong, you stay confident, and realize you're a fucking winner, and nobody can do anything about it. You're a winner, and everybody around you's a winner, and that attitude and that way of life will have you on top. Trust me, I know that from experience. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll constantly do what I can to motivate you, inspire you. Go have a beautiful day. Go be better than you were yesterday. Go motivate yourself. If you're a salesman, go sell more than any motherfucking guy in your room. Don't take no for an answer, and believe in your fucking product, guys. In order to be one of the best in the world, you got to believe in what you're doing, and your product has to back it up. Because after all, you got winners and losers. Which one are you? Behalf of VIP Sports, myself, we love you. Shout out to Poppy. Shout out to the playoffs. Shout out to Big Skip. And shout out to everybody out there that's looking to get that money. Fair enough? We love you. Peace.
Yeah, I'm right here, Dirt. Hustler, Bookie Killer, my money long. Now I'm legit, but I used to get my money wrong. I used to pimp, jack fools to get guap. So last thing I sweat, so sucker punk cop. Ride like a boss when I'm in the ghost. You run up on it, another hit of smoke. Came from the bottom and found a way out. Bet sports ain't never gonna play out. 10 grand to lose, 20 to gain. In my brain, my game's stronger than cocaine. Gotta get paid tonight, you motherfucking right. Play with my money, you're playing with your motherfucking life. White, rich, and hard, new reality star. 19, I had $100,000 car. Fuck your bookie, I'm taking them all down. Kiss my ass, twist the cap off the crown. Cause I ain't trying to take no shorts.